Have you ever felt completely gassed on a hike, wondering why it never gets easier? Even though you hike all the time, you're always out on the trail, but it just never seems to get easier. Today, I'm going to break down why relying on hiking alone will not cut it and why you should be doing a lot more to get yourself trail ready to have the best adventures yet. Hey, I'm James Appleton, licensed hiking guide and certified strength and conditioning coach. And I help hikers and backpackers just like you build the strength and endurance that they actually need to perform their best on the trail. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly why hiking alone won't actually get you in prime mountain shape, what's missing from your training. Yes, we're talking training, and the exact framework that I use to get hikers of all experience levels stronger and better conditioned for the mountains so that they can perform their very best every single time they show up at a trailhead. For all of you who are saying, oh, I hike all the time and I do just fine. Cool. Let me think about this for a second. Let's break this down. Basketball players, do they just show up to the game and play basketball, or do they practice? Do they go to the weight room too? Do they shoot free throws? Do they actually train for the event? They do. At least the ones that go to the pros do, right? So we should be taking hiking and doing the exact same thing. We should be training ourselves so that when we get to the trail, which is what we're here to do, we're here to have a great time, a great hike, a great adventure. We can set ourselves up for way more success by actually putting the effort in before we get to the trailhead and actually prepare our bodies for the adventure. You see, hiking is very repetitive. You know, it's only going to strengthen so many little muscles. And over the long period of time, since we're doing the same amount of movements, we're actually just going to kind of wear and tear our bodies down. Hiking's not going to build any sort of maximal strength. You could climb these steep ascents as much as you want, but actually preparing your bodies, your muscles, your tendons, your joints, your ligaments, everything in the gym before you get there is how you're going to set yourself up for the most amount of success. So what should you be doing instead of just hiking? Well, first, we're going to put our focus on the number one thing that is going to get you trail ready. And I am talking about building strength. Yes, strength training to get mountain strong is what I want to see you do. So, we need strong legs. We need strong back. We need strong cores. We need all these things to be strong. And the stronger our muscles are, the longer we can go. The stronger our joints are, the longer we can go, the safer we're going to be out there. Now, does hiking provide progressive overload? Yeah, I know, big word. Progressive overload is what is going to cause your muscles to grow and get bigger and stronger. If you're wondering what is progressive overload, is a very simple concept. It is just progressively, meaning little by little, over time, you overload your muscles. So let's say, for example, let's say you do 3 sets of 10 of some exercise one week. Next week, you did 3 sets of 11 at the same weight. The following week, 3 sets of 12, and so on and so forth. You see, we're doing a little bit more over time each week. You could progress in weight. You could progress in reps. You could even progress in sets total. Overall, we just need to do slowly and surely more and more and more. Now, when it comes to hiking, can you hike smaller mountains and go on bigger and bigger and bigger? Absolutely. That's the way to do it anyways. But we can also show up to all of those mountains ready to rock and roll and really speed up the learning process for those pursuits if we get stronger. Now, you might be asking yourself, okay, cool. How do I get stronger? Let's pick movements that actually train and strengthen all of the muscles involved with hiking. And spoilers alert, hiking's a full body activity. Let's talk about the king. Squats, deadlifts, lunges, and all sorts of variations of each are going to train your back. They're going to train your core. They're going to train your legs, your glutes. Everything's going to get stronger. So the more that you add squats and deadlifts and lunges to your mix, you're going to get stronger. Why do I think the squat is the king of all exercises? Because the bar is on your back, for starters. If you do a back squat or a front squat, whatever, the bar is on you. And then your core is going to be working as well as your legs and your glutes. That's why I feel the squat is the number one exercise you could do. Number 2, the trap bar deadlift. Whether you're an 8-year-old kid or a 98-year-old man, the trap bar deadlift is the most functional movement to get your body strong, top to bottom. And the stronger our body is, again, the further we can go out in the mountains. You can lift heavy. You could do moderate reps for moderate weight. You could do lightweight for a ton of reps, although I'm going to suggest you do heavier weight for less reps personally. In that like 5 to 10 rep range, that's the sweet spot for hiking and for general strength to get you strong, right? We can do sets of 30, 20 to 30 reps, right? But we're not going to quite get the same juice out of it if we do the lower reps for higher weight. Find what you can lift for like maybe 8 to 10 reps. And then week after week, try to add just a little bit more. Try to do one more rep. Try to add 5 pounds to the bar. Do that over the long term, and you're going to start to see a massive improvement in your strength level, how your body feels, how your body performs, because everything is going to be stronger. Tip number 2, train your lungs off the trail as well. Most people, when it comes to hiking, think I should just go running. They just think cardio, 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 cardio. And my answer to that would be C tip number 1. Strength is key. Let's get you strong first. Remember, stronger muscles lead to longer miles. And then now we're going to add the conditioning element to it, because we do need that endurance when we're out on the trail. But I'm telling you, when you focus and you hammer hard on your strength, you're going to build conditioning. You're going to condition that heart so you can do better. But also, if we don't rely on training outside of the trail to improve our conditioning and our cardiovascular capacity, no wonder those steep ascents are going to be so hard. No wonder you're going to feel so gassed every single time you hit the trail. Your muscles are going to be burning. Your heart's going to be beating through your damn chest. That's the reason why. So when we train before we get there, you're ultimately going to get yourself set up for more success. So zone 2 cardio, where you can still maintain a conversation, but like you struggle to, you have to really work to maintain the conversation. That zone 2, zone 3 cardio is going to be a great place to be. You can do that through so many things, from running, from regular steady state cardio, riding your bike, intervals, running hills, rucks. All these things are going to help you improve your cardiovascular capacity, but you got to actually do it. And remember that progressive overload thing I just talked about? Same principle applies to your conditioning. Week after week after week, try to do a little bit more, try to go a little bit further, try to go a little bit faster. You're going to improve your ability on the trail by putting in the work before you get there. Remember, we put all the work in, all the attention into reading the map, to making sure our backpack is filled with the right gear, getting our food and our nutrition prepped for the hike. But suddenly, we often forget about the number one thing that's going to take us to the top of that mountain. It is our body. So the more effort you put in before you get to the trail with this, the better off you're going to be. Tip number 3, this is a big one. Train like an athlete, not like a hiker. What? We're hiking though. No. Train like an athlete. Hiking is actually an athletic endeavor. You are taking your body, wearing a heavy backpack, climbing up mountains, steep terrain, rugged terrain. You're in the backcountry where actually you could die with the wrong step. You're climbing up roots. You're climbing over rocks, under trees, over trees, all while wearing that heavy backpack. You're doing long miles. This is an athletic endeavor. If you think it's not, it's probably because you stick to trails that maybe like walk your dog on or something like that. But once you hit that backcountry, things are different. So the more you train like an athlete and you build that athleticism, the power, the agility, the stability, the better off you're going to be. Because remember, when you're on, you're on terrain that's not level, all these things, how easy is it to take the wrong step, to fall, you trip, you fall. All these things cause people to get injured. But when your body is strong and agile and you train stability and you train like an athlete, all of a sudden, those things aren't really problems for you anymore. You can go up these steep sections. You can maneuver this rugged, steep terrain without any sort of issue. The way to do that is to do body weight training that forces your body to actually move its body, right? So you do things like burpees. Let's use a prime example. Burpees. You go from standing to laying down to standing again. Doesn't get much more athletic than that. It's a perfect movement. Yeah, it sucks. I get it. No one likes burpees. It all sucks, but it's going to prepare you much better for that athletic endeavor that is hiking. Again, it's a full body activity. It's not just your legs doing the work. Your back is holding the backpack. Your core is holding the backpack and connecting to your legs. Your glutes, your legs, your calves, your quads, your hamstrings, everything's working. Your shoulders, your traps, your arms are pulling you up, hoisting you up rocks, down rocks, all the things. It is a full body activity. So let's stop thinking about hiking as if it's Stop training like a hiker and let's start training like an athlete and watch your ability as a hiker go through the freaking roof. Ultimately, that is what you're going to do to set yourself up for so much more success on the trail. So let's recap. I want you to start thinking about strength training. I want you to start prioritizing actually building your endurance level as well off the trail with more than just steady state cardio, but with also some high intensity interval training. And then step number 3, train like an athlete. Yeah, I know there's no ball. Hiking would be a lot cooler if we had a ball, but ultimately this is an athletic endeavor that has you in a place where not being able to move athletically could be the difference between a search and rescue and a very successful day on the trail. So if you are serious about getting better at hiking, just stop thinking that hiking is the only thing you need to do and start thinking about strength training, building that endurance, building the power before you get on the trail. And this, my friends, is how real mountain athletes succeed out in the backcountry. If you want a step-by-step plan to get stronger for hiking, check out my free 5-day trail strength quick start guide. It's linked below. And if you are ready to train with me, the next Great Range Athlete team is kicking off soon, so you can see the link in the notes as well. On top of that, if you're more the type that prefers a one-on-one coaching experience and you want to talk to me about my Seek to Do More one-on-one coaching program to get you stronger for the mountains and stronger for life, book a call at the link below. I'd be happy to chat with you about that. But don't forget to like this video, and I want to drop a comment below. Tell me what's your biggest struggle in the backcountry as far as your ability out on the trail. Love to comment, help you out, give you the tips that you need so that you can be a stronger, more successful hiker out in the backcountry. Hit that subscribe button for more strength and endurance training for the mountains, and I'll see you on the trails.